Hello and welcome back, fellow time travelers and comic book aficionados. I was recently time traveling using my time machine back in the early 60s, around 1961 to 1965, and was really enjoying the artwork for Batman, the annual compilation. Curt Swan, Dick Sprang, Sheldon Moldoff are a few of the artists that put a lot of great effort and beautiful illustration into the Batman series. I want to take you on a tour of some of those annuals, looking through the pages, as they were pretty big books with a lot of great stories. So, using our time machine, we're going to use our 25 cents from 1961 to travel and start there and explore the Batman annual series. All right, let's take a look at some Batman annuals. Oh, I have a mess right here. I should really tidy up. Was playing some Tiger handheld. For those in the late 80s and 90s, you probably remember these. Is a cheaper alternative to the Game Boy and portable handhelds, where you put two AA batteries and fight the bad guys. Here we have the Joker is the main enemy, and this features some of the artwork from the original Batman movie, Michael Keaton, and a lot of button mashing action here until we get to the Joker. We have Batman Returns and also Batman, the DC movie adaptations. We'll take a look at these at a different time. And let's not dilly-dally too much longer. Let's get to the 60s. Behold, Giant Batman Annual Number 1, printed in 1961. Beautiful cover, purple colors, yellow and red, and we're greeted by a table of contents on the left, and on the right, a wonderful rooftop splash page featuring Sheldon Moldoff, Dick Sprang's artwork, as well as Lew Schwartz and Curt Swan. And these splash pages were great and taken from Detective Comics issues 164, 165, and 190, including this one with Batman against some sleeping gas. Beautiful colors on these splash pages really give a chance to have a compilation of the different Detective Comics that were printed not that long ago. Here, Batman has to battle this nemesis through a pit of different devices and chambers with fire, water, and wind, and just the motion and the effect is just wow. And this Batman Annual Number 1 has all that and even more in the details within. The back cover even shows the covers of those Detective Comics that were featured. Also in 1961, we see the second installation, a Giant Batman Annual Number 2, featuring artwork from the covers of Detective Comics, including Super Batman, Under Siege Batman, Lord of Batmanor. We're greeted right away by a wonderful splash page, this time Under Siege. A lot of great colors there. The second one is no different. We have the Loch Ness Monster on the left, and then the Lord of Batmanor. I love the plaid design right there. Also, we have a castle on top. So again, Sheldon Moldoff and Dick Sprang artwork. Wonderful splash pages inside, including this one here, where Batman is serving as a chief to help guide the local Indians. The Jungle Batman. Always fun to see Batman taking on different roles. It's very clever, as Bill Finger kind of created these great stories. And not your typical hero in that he looks the same as all the time, but he takes on different forms. Here's the Batman and Robin calendar, 1962. What a great year indeed. All these little pictures inside the dates. It makes for a lot of fun. And also, here we have Batman as a magician, yet another uh, character difference. So, great artwork. The back page has some in house advertisers for the giant Superman and the Batman family, featured for the first time on the back cover, just like that, in the Giant Batman Annual Number 2. The summer of 1962 was a hot one, featuring Giant Batman Annual Number 3 with this great cover. You have the Joker on the left, Two-Face on the right, the Gorilla Boss right in the middle, with Batman and Robin swinging to action. We also have our table of contents on the left, and the Mad Hatter of Gotham City trying to steal the cowl and mask of Batman. Great artwork by Sheldon Moldoff and Curt Swan. The Human Firefly. Our heroes always get themselves into trouble, and you never know what's going to happen next. The Mental Giant of Gotham City. This reprints Batman number 68 from 1951, Detective Comics number 213, where we have a lot going on. This is my favorite splash page, the Joker's Ace. You can see Batman dangling in front of the Ace card, casting a shadow. Just terrific artwork all around as we have the Joker. Interesting note about artist Sheldon Moldoff is that he had his comic debut in Action Comics #1, featuring Superman. He provided a sports filler story on the back cover, and since then he's been working creating Gorilla Boss and Here the Mysterious Mirror Man as an artist of national publication in DC. And this book here also has the cover art on the back. We could see 4 stories, primarily Detective Comics, and one featuring Two-Face and Batman in this giant annual number 3. Moving on to Giant Batman Annual number 4, it is also a score with this cover right here featuring the different stories like the orange and yellow contrast and just a tease of what's happening inside that includes 5 suspense-filled personal adventures of Batman, including the first Batman. Here on the splash page, as we open it up, we can see Batman educating Robin about an ancestor that was before him. And that's what's fun about these. We see Batman in different characters in different forms. And Am I Really Batman is the second story of the 5. We have, again, the work of Curt Swan and Sheldon Moldoff. The inking was done by Stan Kaye, putting those shadows, especially here on the car. As we have another splash page, The Vanished Batman. Just really enjoying those red colors, those blue covers of his uniform and mask. Here we have Batman's college days, again poking fun. So it makes the character a little bit more relatable, comedic, including this one here, Batman with Robin. You have Robin in the background there. Just the colors are very vibrant. They just jump off the page just like the action. Here's the man who ended Batman's career, another unknown contender stepping into the playfield. And we have the artwork on the right. We have an in-house ad for the first Rudolph comic right there. It's just a green color, but there it's black and white. And again, how DC put together the compilation on the back is a lot of fun. It features the 5 stories of Giant Batman Annual number 4. It was a fun summer indeed in 1963 as we have the Giant Batman Annual number 5 right there. And like no other, just a lot of fun. The artwork really jumps out of the pages. The colors, the blue, the gray, the red, are just wow, featuring Giant Batman, a Zebra Batman, a Rip Van Batman, and the table of contents on the left. And on the right, we see Batman throwing a building with smoke overhead. Batman and Robin, in true fashion, always have the drop on the enemy, this time dropping into an aquarium where we have Batman as Merman. A lot of quirky, fun action, different twists and turns. Rip Van Winkle with his beard, he's also Batman Van Winkle, this time in outer space, so you never know where the action will take you, including in the car right there. I love the view here of Batman and Robin sitting inside the car heading toward the enemy. This time it's a Zebra Batman story. So a lot of action to be had, even on the rooftop. The grown-up boy wonder. We have will be Robin in the future. So fun twists and turns keeps the reader that's a true fan of Batman thinking of different forms of the characters. Superman and Batman are teaming up right here, and that's an exciting tale where you finally see Superman in the annual helping out. And just a lot of action, explosions. You see Batman shielding himself from the light. And the artist did a great job of just showing that the different dimensions of Batman. The giant Batman, right here, reminiscent of Ant-Man. And this is from 1963. A collector's item, the original cover of Giant Batman, annual number 5, showing all that delight and more. The last annual was printed in the summer of 1963, and here we have it printed in the winter. Giant Batman Annual Number 6, not to be missed, from the winter of 1963. 8 baffling adventures. I love the color, the purple, and just the tease of what's to be expected inside from the front cover. And it's no disappointment, including this one here, Murder at Mystery Castle. The splash page is expansive, showing a lot going on. Loved how the artist really portrayed that. Sheldon Moldoff showing those big landscapes and such. Mystery of the Sky Museum featuring a hot air balloon and the first flight with Batman as the pilot. Just a lot of fun. The Creature from the Green Lagoon, a spoof from the Blue Lagoon, and doesn't look too scary to me, but it's a lot of fun to see the character just popping out and giving Batman and Robin a hard time. Looking at the eyes there, the gills, the fins, great artwork done by the artist. Yet another splash page, a map of mystery. Here we have our hero in South America. Very colorful indeed. You can see the temples crumbling on the left, and then on the right, the Danger Club, a mystery phantom hand reaching toward Batman and Robin in what looks like to be a parlor area. And just the action keeps going from one story to the next, 8 in total in this 6th installation. We have Doom in Dinosaur Hall, so we have Batman more in a prehistoric setting right there. And the action does not let up. And great stories, in-house splash pages on the end. Because it's winter time, it features more of a Christmas theme. And the back cover shows some of the artwork of the covers that were featured in this annual. A very big one indeed, over 80 pages of a lot of fun. And moving on to the summer of 1964, issue number 7 is really heaven because we have the feature of Batgirl, Batwoman, Batmite, and Bathound. A lot of different stories featuring some memorable characters. Here on the bottom, you can see Batwoman in the yellow and black, and also Batmite in the upper right, and is included in the splash page right here. Kind of a offshoot character, a little bit on the crazy side with what he does, and he actually inadvertently helps Batman. Another splash page here, we have the secret life of the Bathound, and more creative tales brought to us featuring the more popular characters that we know, Batman and Robin. Here we have Batwoman under the spell of a ray right there, with Batman included. So the action takes a lot of twists and turns, and the artwork is right there with it to elevate the story. A lot of details, as you can see. Every panel is jam-packed with story and figures and a lot of background too. Another splash panel right there with Superman taking over for Batman as Batman is looking on a black and white TV here. And it just, you never know where it's going to take you. These are what makes the annuals fun because they handpick the best stories of the previous years to put together there, primarily Detective Comics and Batman comics. And we have a happy ending, it looks like there. Publicity alert, Batman looks like near the press and the police station. So every page is packed with excitement with this issue of the Giant Batman Annual number 7, including another copy including the Bat Hound and more characters on the back cover. This wraps up the Giant Batman annuals from number 1 to 7. And let's take a look at some random 80-page Batman specials. This is issue number 12, Bizarre Adventures in Time and Space, featuring Caveman Batman, Interplanetary Batman, as well as the Winged Bat People. So a lot of hokey stories and some interesting takes on it. We have Batman 185, another 80-page giant, featuring the death of Robin, as well as more Robin-centered stories, 5 in total, you can see in the middle. And we also have Robin the Superboy Wonder, Batman Jr., and the Wonder Boy Confesses. This issue is centered on Robin. We also have an advertisement for the 1966 Batman movie. After all, this issue is from October of 1966, and a hobby kit on the back cover. So this issue here, this is part of the regular series 185 that happens to be an 80-page giant. This next one is from 1965. It's 80-page giant Batman number 17, featuring the sinister arch-villain. Regular numbering is issue number 176. Catwoman, Princess of Plunder is featured. The Calendar Man on the right. On the upper right, we have different foes, including the Fox, the Shark, and the Vulture, and also Joker's utility belt. The back cover features an advertisement for Aurora Sports, and also looking into the pages, flipping to the front, we have the table of contents, another splash page featuring a light beacon, Bob Hope, G.I. Joe, from December of 1965. The next issue is an 80-page giant Batman, issue number 30, regular numbering 187, and this is from 1967. It also features the Joker, the Crime Clown. Most stories have the Joker inside. The Peril of Playland Isle, the Batman of Tomorrow. And this splash page is just great right there. These are reprints from some of the previous stories that you can reference in the table of contents. The back cover is for a model car, a Ford car from Aurora Modeling Kit. You see some action swooping along there. And this cover is a fun one. It has the orange tones. And let's take a look at the last issue in my collection. It's an 80-page giant, and it's number 37, regular numbering 193. We have the go-go check on the top, means it's between 66 and 67, and published in any magazine. The Flying Batman, the Bat Hombre, Batman, Mayor Bruce Wayne, and the Armored Batman are featured in this book here. Like all of them, they have a table of contents, which is really neat. We have some in-house ads as well with the issues there. And this is just another Batman compilation that was placed in the series of Batman. And that's what I have to show. And thank you for traveling in time with me back in the early 60s, looking at some rather vintage early Batman, and the artwork has been great. Just loaded on the cover. The colors alone on the upfront titles is a lot of fun and mesmerizing. Thanks for time traveling with me and exploring Batman, and happy reading and happy comic.